The Pond Road.
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
You're on!
Freeze Lancer. If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover.
Swirling Alpha!
Quarter track, do it!
Swirl Blade!
Air thrust.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Little help.
Take this! Black Storm! Rising Wyvern!
Downfall.
Strike!
Thunder
You're on!
Pierce.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Big blast!
You're finished!
Light Astral Energy.
You're mine!
First
You're
strike!
finished!
I'll run you through!
You're mine!
The other. Well, looky here.
Oh, Hoodle, you found someone. Okay.
Hi, Hoodle. Light Astral Energy.
enough!
Rising Wyvern! You're on! This one's all mine!
Pierce evil.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Freeze Lancer. Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Okay, where are you, Hoodle? The Hoots? This way?
What's
Red
this thing?
Jasmine. Where is it? Okay, let me... Okay, you can't go there. So it's here? Okay, not here. Where are you? Dude, it's pissing me off that I don't know where it is.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo!
What? Whoa!
Hoo hoo hoo!
Wait, I had to...
Hoo hoo hoo!
But I don't know where you at! Okay! Double tail?
Hoo hoo hoo!
Oh!
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Okay. I literally wasted like 2 minutes just trying to find an owl.
Get lost!
Here I come! Swirl Blade!
I'll smash you!
You're mine! You're on! I'm not done!
That's enough!
Spear!
You're on!
Eat this!
Okay!
Let's do it!
Wyvern!
Blazing Cascade!
You're mine! Do it! Flash! River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shot!
Well
No,
done!
you can't. That's what I like to hear.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Now the fishing areas.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Alright, yep. Various fishing ports are scattered around Dana, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles, so don't hesitate to try new fishing holes when you find them. Consists of 4 steps: casting a line, luring fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. For more information, consult the fishing controls topic. Okay. Oh, we're able to do it right now. So...
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Ha!
Whoa. How do you even... I don't get it. Oh, they're not coming to me.
Not my lucky day, I guess.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Ha!
That might be a bad one. Yeah. Oh!
I've got something.
Do we get it or not? I don't know.
We can get a good meal out of this fella.
Okay.
That flapper was a true fighter.
Okay. We got a good fish though. We got a trophy for it too. Okay. Should we try again?
There we go.
Okay, we get it. Okay, this is the second time and we gotta do everything
Well,
else now.
it's not bad per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Alright, quit fishing a circle. Alright, we did 2, we can do this another time. At least we know how to fish now.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after
Yo,
all.
she was like, yo, I'm all about the fucking food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
You look like you know your way with the rod. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. All I ask is for you to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Okay. Your fishing expert found on Takapon can teach you the basics about fishing. If you show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to go to catch fish you haven't found, as well as giving you new fishing gear based on how much you've caught. Okay. Okay then. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Right. Infantry shield?
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Oh no. What's going on?
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
Damn, Rinwell.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
I know they complained that, oh, Shion went for it first. But Rinwell was like mad rude about it for like no reason.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Oh, we're not able to do anything. Damn, we can't do nothing yet. Oh, look at the shield changes. Oh yeah, I haven't even checked this dress out.
I always love the sound. Of hammers.
Okay, so we need a lot, kinda. I'll buy 6 for now, so we'll at least have 10. Life bottles, we actually do need some. I'll buy 2. What else do we have? Happy bottle. Increases battle chain. Alright, everything else we have. Oh, I can buy this stuff here. Okay. Damn, why is this so much?
Banging away.
Wow, a lot. No, we already checked the ranch. So
I'd like to
good.
check their wares, if you don't mind.
Harris rest.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Probably saying like he's looking at her back. Alright, what can we cook? Oh yeah, we did get a few new recipes. So we got this one, this, and this. So Law can make it, Shion or Kisara. She's running Shion. What do I want?
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Ooh, who do I want? I really want to go for Law, but I really find Doiling really interesting. But Law's interesting. I just enjoy his character a lot. Ooh.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. I do believe it's about time that I retire.
Yeah, that was a nice conversation.
Shall we get moving?
Alright.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Cordless party?
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Oh my god, the fourth level was higher than me.
This one's tough. Rising warrior.
Not in your dreams! Blade Blazer!
You're mine.
I'm also here with Air Force
Sword Rain Alpha!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
It's over! Ignite! You're mine! I'll tear you apart! Talon Storm! Mirage! Solar Blade! No further! You're mine! I'm on strike! You're done!
Anything in armor is all
It's
mine.
over! Rising Weapon!
Look, get toasty.
Burst Strike!
Right, next one.
Already on! Sword Rain Alpha! Do it! Strike! Solar Blade! Talon Hurricane! Do it! Eagle Fly! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Getting all hype. Oh, those are two big, like golems. This is a pain one can do. Zoo will stand
Alright.
still. Perhaps it's time I deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. Boost attack grows vines from the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-footed enemies. This nullifies their evasive abilities and downs them. Alright.
There's nowhere to run from my arm.
When he slows down, that's our chance.
In a bind?
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
Solar Blade!
Okay. When fast enemies like wolves or monkeys appear, send in Dohalim. His boost attacks will nullify their evasive abilities and keep them from dodging.
Now we're not. You're mine! Good strike! Rising Weapon! Mirage! Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning condemned. Thunder blade. Too much to handle.
I'll finish you here now! Rising Weapon! Mirage! Solar Blade!
Into the shadows.
Do it! You're my shield!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you
Meanwhile,
interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher? Ages ago, this worn-down hammer was used to beat back crocodiles. Those skilled enough to dual wield with it were a lot of the champions. Oh, now we got artifacts now? Trophy urn dilettante? Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. Oh. Additional art panels. You can now set 6 additional arts. Push triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. Arts that are set to a second panel can be executed by pressing L2 in either triangle, square, and X. What? What?
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Okay, we got some rice stone now.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
Got flyers! I've got this! Let him march from here! All yours! Here goes! Take it! Ready to go! Take this!
Okay.
Rising River! River! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Shot! Well done!
You're mine! Damn it!
Sword Rain Alpha! Rip and tear! Now! Go in! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Do it!
What the? What the heck?
Get on in there with the others!
I didn't even get their boost attack at all. I didn't get it. Oh
I
no.
wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Extra oil, or inhibitor crystal. Okay, there's chests in here.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
In a bind?
Rising River!
Oh god, okay, I gotta get out. Oh my god, he's not even attacking.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Here I come! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! It's over! Not on my watch! Soda! Miran! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Lightning Orb! It's over! Lightning Condensed! Slash! Leave the enemy's arts to
Time
me!
to let it rip.
No complaints here. Take this.
Miran!
Healing
Sword Rain
Eat
Alpha!
this. I really owe
It's
you.
over! Rising Wyvern! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy! Way to go!
Swallow Blade!
Oh my god, boys.
Swallow Blade!
Lightning Orb!
Swallow
In with the
Blade!
wind! Air thrust!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now!
Blow them away!
I had to look at those cool ass boost attacks now. Strike attack. Damn, 7,300. We got that money. Okay, there's something happening here. Arranging Stormbeak.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
And right now we're like in the middle of like grinding mode, kinda.
You're mine! Swallow Blade!
They got me.
It's over!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
I'm on it.
Lightning
Sword Rain Alpha!
Not on my watch!
Rip and tear.
Lightning Condensed!
Here I come! Swallow Blade!
Now, Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Riker!
Slash! Sword Rain Alpha! From the outside! Slash! What a relief! Sword Rain Alpha! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Into the shadows!
I'm on it!
No, controller.
Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine!
I'm only getting started!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Reload!
You're mine! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Escape!
Raging Cascade! Steel!
Escape!
This'll come in handy.
Everyone hanging in there?
Mushrooms. More crystal.
No choice! You're mine!
Searing flame! Coming through!
Swallow Blade! Smash you!
Photon
You're
dance in
finished!
the wind!
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Easy and smelling to me.
Yeah! And bubbling to me! Take this!
Reload! In here!
I'll tear you apart! Rising in a vine!
Sleep now! Lunar breath!
What to do it? This is home!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Dance in the
Not
wind!
a chance!
In here!
I'll tear you apart!
It's projectile!
Start up! First strike!
Do it! Flame of now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
The freaking chest. Oh man.
Gotta break through! I'm like bait! Rising Wyvern! Take this! Not today!
Thunderblade!
You're mine! You're mine! Slash! You're mine! It's over! Rising Wyvern! Thanks! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Oh, magic is there!
Okay! Try harder!
I don't mind if I do!
Blow away! Slash!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
What now? This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm ready for the next battle.
And beach coat. Oh, for
This
Wimbo.
looks nice and tough.
Nothing else in here. Yeah, we searched the whole area here.
Through these
Alright, so next.
lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
He was reciting like a poem and then It's like, what happened? We're going through everywhere. This whole spot is so big, and we're just like, nah, we're gonna explore the whole. We're gonna explore the whole spot before we get to the story. Like,
What's that big tower over there?
yeah, this is a literal like weird spot.
Not this way, I guess.
No, we can't go this way right now. What the?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Oh, what? That old tower in the ridge it stands on has long since been overrun by Zoogles. I only venture up if you know exactly what you're doing. Oh. Horse meat. Nope. Oh, I haven't even put this on him. I don't think I knew I even had that anyway. Lemon gel now. Restores 2000 HP to one allied. And I should have to put that one on.
Always love the sound of hammers banging away.
But there's no hammers banging away. You're not even back in Caligula or Caligula anymore.
Better get everything ready for tomorrow.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah. It can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff.
They still don't explain what happened between them that made him leave. Like, to go to a different realm. I'm still, like, they don't explain why they ended up getting so, like, why did he hate his dad so badly? And then kind of realized it was a little too late that he doesn't actually hate him, but it was just too late because he ended up dying for him.
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine.
I don't know, I just don't get it. They don't fully explain, like, what happened between you and why they have such a strained relationship.
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
And now I guess we just go straight to the middle. Oh, we can actually jump through that.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret it.
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern! No escape! You're out!
Annihilation!
Here I come! Slash!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
You're mine! Sword Blade Alpha! You're finished! Here I come! Slash! Portal Blade! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! Slash!
I'm only
Sword Blade Alpha!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Take this! Not a chance! Mirage! Sword Blade Alpha! No escape! Rising Wyvern!
Do it!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm even stronger than before.
How is Law leveled up faster than me? What? Hello? I'm kind of confused.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You're mine!
Here I come!
I'm like bait to
I'm
them.
expert penetrator! Here's evil!
Take this!
Freeze
Rising Wyvern! Here I come! You're finished! We got flyers!
I've got this!
You're finished!
Let him marksman now!
Astral Arts?
That's my
All
deal!
yours! Shut him down! I'm not done!
Not on my watch!
It's over! I'll bring you through! Rising Wyvern! Here and now! Mirage!
Freeze Lancer!
Sword Blade Alpha!
Do it!
Oh no!
You're mine!
Blah, 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 burning!
Take this!
Did she just say blah 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 magic?
You're mine! Eagle Fly! Jello Blade! Gion!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
So here, now we gotta go this way.
Guess I misread.
No holding back!
Here I come!
This'll be a piece of cake.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're finished!
You're done! Laser ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Lightning or raging hurricane!
You're mine!
Flying free.
They just sit still!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Rising Wyvern!
Oh my god, my dude was like bugging out.
Lightning orb!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
We got the advantage.
Good.
Do it!
Just have to make
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right,
Now,
next one!
This one's all mine!
Already on.
Swordsman Alpha! Here I
Eagle
come!
fly!
It's over!
What's this?
Swallow blade!
Now!
Come on! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I can feel my power growing!
Now, are we able to just like run like so far? Yeah, it's like grinding, we leveled up.
You're mine!
They got me flanked.
Glacial spear! Here's
You're
Eagle!
mine! Slot, that's enough! You're
Freeze
finished!
blade!
Whirlwind
Dance in the wind! This one's
Take this! Swallow blade!
Blow away.
Here I come! It's over! Swordsman Alpha!
Heat and astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Now!
Searing flame! Behold! One last one!
You're mine!
Not on my watch!
Rising Wyvern!
Eagle fly.
Mirage! Swordsman Alpha!
Like seven on our team!
Right! Take this!
Now I'm in the groove.
You picked the wrong fight! Now! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Watch it.
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
No escape! This one's all mine!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Alright, nice.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Tempest Stone. Wow, there's nothing else in here? Just a dude. Alright. That's pretty much nothing. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Hope you guys enjoying this playthrough and seeing how the story is.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops. Sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, What do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term. But you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does. Which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
It's just a whole thing. Doesn't make sense. You know, Alphen and Law don't really care about that. You know, why would they? Miguel, deceased. Oh. So his older brother gave his life to expose the crime, pretty much. Oh no, what's going on?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
What the f- Oh my god.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Oh my god, they're arguing. Yeah, she looked like she was about to faint. She obviously was having some trouble. Oh, that's the dude we saw earlier.
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
What the hell?
Then why are we fighting?
145 health? Like K health? Okay. I guess this is not a battle to actually win.
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? Will this help?
Yo, he's literally moving way too fast for this.
Can't end here.
What is it?
You're mine.
This one's mine.
Okay, I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on it.
What the? I'm using it. Yeah, literally, that is so.
Entertain me.
What the?
Sleep now. I'll be saving this one. Here's a healing art.
What the? Damn. Yo, he's taking up the whole team on his own. Oh my god, Hoodle, did not! Hoodle!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. wretch like you.
Oh my god, what is going on now? He might have unlocked his true power.
Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please.
Oh my god, what?
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's
What?
okay. And so am I.
She took the hit for him. Oh god, what in the world was that? Who is he?
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
You should not be acting like this right now.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
His memory. What's going on?
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, that's crazy. We don't...
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other
He
things
didn't
at the
even
time.
see it. It was from him, though.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
I personally think, for now...
Hey.
I personally think Alphen is a Renin. I really think that he's just a forgotten Renin, and that's why he's able to do other things that most people shouldn't be able to do as a Danon. Either that, or he's just a really, really lucky Danon. So it's like, I don't know.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can. Can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
This place. Looks destroyed.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
There's music right now, though.
This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
There's music. Sounds so
All of
Halloween-y.
these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Raising Dohalim?
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
Wow.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Oh my
Next
god,
time,
you
put
really
your own
did.
needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
That was bad.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
Come on,
They have
bro.
us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Everybody knows
Getting
me.
pretty famous, isn't he?
Yep.
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
Yeah,
The
because you got two.
Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
Got two of them.
You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If
Damn.
you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and the little lady are friends and more.
This is ridiculous.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back!
I can't use that
This
as
is
really
Danon's
acting like the
realm and it's
ruler of
ours,
this place now.
understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any
Oh,
bright
God.
eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
So pretty much he somehow chased a lord off. Now he's like, oh, I did it, so I'm the ruler of this realm now. But can't even be nice about it. Being such a bastard about everything. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war.
Yeah.
And we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh god, now we gotta find an owl. Okay, I guess we gotta look through the whole city then.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Oh god. Headquarters.
Huh? I think someone's calling out.
Oh man.
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Yeah, Law's dad was a good dad.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Loquaciousness?
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright forbade the ownership of instruments, is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Yeah, this is a strange situation that's going on here.